Okay. Um, we're back live. Folks, I got nothing left today, honestly. I got nothing left. Um, I think what I'm gonna try to do, I'm just gonna get benchmark numbers for some environments and call it a day. I think that's all we need to do for right now. Yeah. Let me go start on that. Um, let's pick some environments. One, two. Hey Jess, I'm exhausted. I really just need to figure out how long it takes to solve some M's, and then we'll call it a day. One, two, three, four. Taking Sunday off if I can, Jess. I mean, I got nothing left. And solve time. Maybe I should just do hello, Jen. I mean, is this the right thing to be really looking at? This is a good visual. Solve time. No, we have not achieved AGI. Not even close. fascinating about RL. Um, it can solve really unintuitive problems that you can't solve with basically any other method, and you can do it virtually instantly on pretty low-end hardware. It's a much more efficient, computationally efficient learning method than the really big models. It's also interactive learning. Interactivity seems pretty fundamental to intelligence. Many things, really. Wait, we have mazes. But this isn't the right thing to show is the problem. Best way to get into this topic. My guides. They link you to everything you need. They're on the articles tab right here. Articles tab. Um, well, ours company, we build high performance custom simulations for companies that are using reinforcement learning. So we make people's stuff run like 1,000 times faster, much more stable. We integrate all of our tools. We push the cutting edge of research and we bundle it up nicely. A lot of things. Favorite scientist? Ooh. Yeah, I actually don't know. There are a few that I like. I'm trying to think who's been doing good stuff lately, though. There really hasn't been that much lately from the people that I had that I really liked their work haven't really been putting out that much stuff in the last few years. I mean, some people that you probably don't know of if you're not already in RL. Michael in Forrester's lab at Oxford is very good. Costa's old stuff in RL is very good. Chris Bamford's stuff, back when he was working on Gridley, was very good. Uh, oh, who's the guy that did NetHack? NetHack Learning Environment was very good. A few different people. I would say Carpathy, but he's kind of gone off the deep end lately. Let me go look at the script I wrote. Maybe I can flip it. Yen, LaCun, and Ilya. Yen's got a couple reasonable things. And Ilya, yeah, definitely is one of my favorites. But I haven't I don't know what he's working on lately, so what can I say, right? I mean, yes, in the past, obviously, but I don't know what he's been doing lately. Nobody really does. Well, that doesn't tell you anything. What is this? I'm trying to figure out. I gotta change one thing with the trailer, don't I? You know what? I think I know what I should do. I need to swap the trailer, don't I? But I don't want to give myself a ton of additional editing work. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna try this. Maybe I can get Pong like super fast. That's 3 seconds. Oh, interesting. So Pong can even go faster. Pong is tiny. Lol. No, it's 438 ms Pong train. Pretty funny though. It actually works better without. That's funny. Yo, Kinvert, look at this. 435 ms. 80 by 100. Ooh, nice. I forget what mine is. I think this is it like 45 by 65 or something? It's something around there. I don't know. I like the space. Automate the homestead. That's funny. See? Let's see. So, record. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out what I do here. Why did it kill my chat window? That's weird. All right, here. We'll just do that. We'll do it this way. Chat's working, right? I hope. Um, video editor. Well, I have a shortcut on Linux, right? Yeah, let me go re-record the ocean trailer. Wait, does this not work? Ooh. What happened to FFmpeg? I guess whatever, right? So let's see. Somebody type something in the chat so I know if it's broken or not. I don't think it's broken, but I don't know. Here, I'll go open up the Twitch. Oh, it's not. It's good. Thanks, Kinvert. I think it needs the full set, doesn't it? In which case, I don't even need to re-record it, do I? Like this in videos. Oh god, where did I save this shit to? Decaffeinate? Not at this hour, but yeah, I got coffee. This is super annoying. Like, I literally just don't remember. Hang on, let me go look for it. Trailer. I'm trying to remember where I put this stupid thing. Oh, hang on, here it is. Yeah, yeah, here it is. Okay, cool. So now I can actually not, but Where the heck is shortcut? There we go. Now we'll do video format X. Video resolution X. 1920 by 1080. Trailer. Playlist. Timeline. Add the courses in here. Be good. Okay. Streaming high quality content. My guy, there's no high quality content here. I'm exhausted. Yeah, but you can't just set the bar low and then be like, oh yeah, it's great. Anybody can do that. Filters. Uh, 0. Oh, did I get the aspect ratio wrong? Maybe this is okay. The fade thing, add fade. Oops. It's in like increments of, what is it, points, or what's it called? I think that's fine. Encoding overload. No idea what's wrong with stream. Well, something's wrong with stream. I don't know what. Do I have the transparent MP4 for the puffer? I know I should. Oh yeah, did you see me making this thing convert? This trailer's made in C. It's pretty funny. It's C in shaders. My video editor wasn't available, so I said, fine, I'll program the shader. I mean, I'll program the trailer. Ugh. Unpaid general contractor. Unpaid general contractor. What? Wait, did the guys not pay you? What? Oh, handling the barn. I see. I figured you might like this thing. This is my phone that I got. A minimal one. It's great. It doesn't do anything. I never touch it. I still I still end up scrolling X on my desktop, but not on my phone, ever. Minimal. It's got an e-ink display like a Kindle on it. It's too bright. I wish it weren't as bright. But I basically only use my phone now for audiobooks and text. It's great. I don't miss it one bit. .webm, huh? Let me see if this works. It does work. People on site? Yeah, I hear you. There are a lot of Amish around here. They're pretty good at barns. Like, actually really good at barns. Yeah, mine is steel. This is more than just a barn. I mean, the amount of time I spend in here, I'd hope so. I like this place. This is for more than storing horses, it's for storing me. These things have gotta not fucking flash constantly. I mean, Muffin, my editor was out. I figured it would be quicker for me to just, like, do it. How do you loop this stupid thing? I think I did a decent job, didn't I, Weston? It'll be snappy. I gotta voice it still. Should the puffer go in with the last line? No. Maybe the puffer goes a little earlier, you know? Like, just like that. Yeah, that looks better. Maybe here? Well, you want to see the start of the Nova animation, though, right? You don't want it to cover the start of the Nova animation. I think I even overdid it a little bit. I think it should be maybe like this. There. All right, let's render this thing. And then I'm going to send this to Spencer. I'm going to be like, hey, I got to voice this, but whatever. Oh no, it's taking all the CPU. That's pretty snappy. Any tips for learning CUDA? Gotta do FFT from scratch for a project. Well, CUDA literally has an FFT library, so you can use that as a reference. And CUDA is just C that runs on your GPU. So you write C, and it runs on your GPU. And you can parallelize it really stupid-like, just doing like FFT on a bunch of sequences. You can parallelize it kind of smart-like, but it's just C that runs on your GPU. That's the dumb idiot version that actually is kind of correct. I used the wrong fucking clip. Hang on, guys. I usually like to do things and learn as I go. How a GPU works. So a GPU, it's like a CPU with 20,000 cores that's optimized for SIMD. So it likes to do the same instruction on a bunch of different data. And it's like a domain specific language that's just built to do multiprocessing on a ton of cores, where branching is bad. But it's basically like C, which is cool. What FFT? Oh yeah. You can't use it as a reference. Ha! Well, you can use it as a reference for performance. You can't look at the code. If you want to do some cool CUDA, you can write pufferlib environments. Actually, those are just C. You can help us make our kernels fast. This is still the wrong clip. Fair bit of CUDA experience, maybe then. Don't think I'll be helpful right now. You'd be surprised, I'd tell you. Wait, what the fuck? No, it isn't. We're good. We'll run the whole thing run, it'll render, and then I'll be good. Docker. Why is it a different length? Oh, there's no fade out. There was a fade out before, wasn't there? Oh, there was no fade out. Okay, here. What the fuck, man? Undo. Dude! Fuck, man. What the hell? Piece of shit. I always hate editing. Video software is always so shit, man. Quarter-second fades. Okay, perfect. There. Yeah. I think it's better without the fade. Okay, rendering. Okay, it's done. Snappy. Can I say... Probably tighten the script a little bit. If I just read this, how long does it take? Train agents at 20 million steps per second with Pufferlib 4. Our latest release learns new policies in seconds with a pure CUDA training backend and a new hardware-efficient architecture that combines Mingru and highway connections. Automate thousands of experiments with multi-GPUs and analyze them in Constellation. New dashboard that runs locally in the browser. 20 plus optimized environments and only 5,000 lines of training code. Pufferlib is an open source toolkit for RL. The open source. Visit puffer.ai to get started today. Okay, so it's not that it's too much text, it's too much text at the start. See if that does better. Train agents at 20 million steps per second with Pufferlib 4. Our pure CUDA training backend learns policies in seconds. A hardware efficient architecture. Okay, so that's the problem, is that I only have the first literally 8 seconds to say the first 2 lines. So we have to actually like crunch this a lot. That's gonna be the thing. The startup podcast will roast you for that. Good, then they'll cover it. Train agents at 20 million steps per second with Pufferlib's pure CUDA training backend. They know about Puffer, but they do LLMs. Train agents at 20 million steps per second with Pufferlib's new CUDA training backend. No. CUDA backend. Pufferlib's pure CUDA backend. Michael Reeves? Was that? Is better, right? Train agents at 20 million steps per second with Pufferlib's pure CUDA backend. Our hardware-efficient architecture combines Minru and highway networks. Automate thousands of experiments with multi-GPU sweeps and analyze them instantly with Constellation, our new dashboard that runs locally and in your browser. With 20 plus optimized environments and only 5,000 lines of training code, Pufferlib is the open source toolkit for RL. Visit puffer.ai to puff up your reinforcement learning. Not the LLM Mafia. That's cool. Prime does tooling. Oh, wait, you meant Primeagen, not... I thought you meant Prime Intellect. Yeah, okay. He's fun. I actually learned, there's some engineering stuff I learned from him when I was getting into low level. Well, more so he was the guy that got me thinking way more about procedural programming, which then led me to a lot of the low level stuff I do. Select gang. They do LLM stuff, right? Like, they don't do the same RL. It's very different. Headhunting drone swarms. The robot that tasers you. Oh, wait. I might know him. That's cool. Yeah, I'm happy to talk to like those types of people if any of them are interested for sure. Well, hey, um, go link him, right? Like, go link him and say he's got like a big release coming up next week, um, or whatever. I mean, that's how a lot of this stuff happens, right? Like, viewers, if you want to help me out for free and really help push the project forward, just like go tell people like that about it. And then maybe you'll get a podcast episode out of it, and maybe Puffer will get a lot of stars, and I'll have more time for dev. That'd be great. Like, the less time I have to spend advertising, and the more we sign fewer higher value contracts instead of a ton of lower value contracts, the more time I have for the open source dev. What do you guys think? Anything else I should do tonight, or should I sign off of this and just try to voice this thing? It'll probably take me a bunch of takes. Buffer to the curriculum. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, you can just tell people, oh yeah, I dropped by the stream. I can probably get him to to give a little tutorial or something like that with the new release. Because once this thing is released, I'll be very happy to do a bunch of tutorials and stuff. You guys just are gonna have to give me a few days to actually just do nothing, so that I get some brain cells back and I get a lot less grumpy. But then absolutely. 5,000 lines of... It's 5,000 lines of training code. It's CUDA C. I say it's a CUDA backend up here. It's like 1,000 additional lines of Python glue. Really nothing. Code is insane. Great compression, yeah. The thing, I guess technically you could say, well, it still uses Torch, but it actually only uses Torch for sweeps. Like, just, and when I say for sweeps, I mean to suggest the next set of hyperparameters, because I didn't feel like porting a Gaussian process to CUDA. Very easily could, though. I think at some point the whole thing will just be CUDA, but it is completely true that the whole training backend at the moment is CUDA. You have to leave your X. Yeah, fair. Puffer, Suarez at puffer.ai. It's on the website. Replace the puffer fish with dots. This pricing is officially outdated as a 4.0, but we do not charge universities and university labs or anything. That's all free open source stuff. Courses and all that, that's all free. Be weird to tag someone on one of your replies. Oh, Jess, I think it's more so if people are like, oh, like I'm looking for cool projects or whatever, check out Pufferlib by at Suarez or whatever, hyperf reinforcement learning, like new backends in CUDA C, like is pure CUDA, whatever, that type of thing. 20 MSPS training solves whatever in seconds. That just whatever, whatever you feel. If you all want to do grassroots, you do grassroots. It is up to you. It does help though. Should I try to just voice this trailer live on stream? There's technically no reason I can't. Do I have Audacity in here? Audacity. It's literally just Audacity. I do not want to be on whatever the fuck that is, man. Eric. I don't even really want to be on any of the big ones, to be honest with you. Like the big ones that are super bullshitty. I mean, technically, yeah, it's good exposure, but I'd be way happier just talking to the actual technical people that care about engineering and science. Writing environments in CUDA makes sense. It's kind of weird. So there's a small amount of overhead that you can eliminate for the really simple M's in CUDA. I think Yassine like just ported Breakout to CUDA and it takes like 5 minutes. You barely have to change any code. So you can do that. For environments that have heavy physics, it makes sense. But then for the environments in between, like the environments that have a bunch of branching logic, I think it's generally going to just make it harder to debug and actually be slower. Because GPUs are not good at branching logic, and you're spending your GPU cycles when you could be overlapping the compute with the CPU instead. Does this thing not have settings? Test. Yeah. Yeah, it's using my wrong mic. Audio setup. Top of the toolbar. Fuck is this? Edit. Device. That's annoying. Alt. Why does it not show up? See, I see the Scarlet here, right? Analog input Scarlet. ALC 120 analog. Test. Test. See, that doesn't pick anything up. RL was more CPU bound. Well, it is if you write shitty CPU code. If you're writing stuff in static memory optimized C, it's not. And then you're actually correctly doing host device transfers. But yeah, like everything outside of Puffer is mega CPU bound. I spent 2 years fixing that shit, man. Wasn't easy. Test. Only use Gym because I do for uni. World models where I saw some GPU usage. Allow me to show you, my friend. You see that 99% utilization? That was with a 32,000 parameter model. Tiny. If I do even something like this, 300 watts, full utilization. It's only 400K params. And then if I do something that's like 6 mil params, it's full utilization of the card. Don't have to go any bigger than that. Puffer is fast. Never beat Breakout. So the thing is that Dreamer line of work is borderline scientific fraud. We literally have a NeurIPS paper showing that it at least doesn't work for the reasons that they say it does. There. None of the tricks work for the reasons they say they work. None of them generalize outside of Dreamer, even though they present them as perfectly general. And myself and several others have tried to do stuff with that thing, and it just doesn't fucking work. So, there you go. Hamlink audio. Test. So, I mean, I see the analog input here for the Scarlet, but it doesn't have a bar. But it shows up, which is weird. Pulse. It's still pretty cool. It really isn't, because it's like one of those like clever sounding ideas that just doesn't work. They also kind of glaze over the fact that they just make the model 10x bigger from 2 to 3. It honestly took a lot of focus off of the stuff that actually does work. Yeah. Okay. Does this do anything? Test. Still on the wrong device. Well, I'm gonna have to try to switch the input in the settings, and if it breaks my audio, it breaks my audio. Test. Test. Okay, well, it hasn't broken my audio here. Oh, it's doing something. And now it doesn't launch. Cool. So, having that microphone on makes it not launch. That's very cool. What do you guys say? Uh-oh. We put this back. And what if I just use OBS for the audio recording, as dumb as that is? It's got a compressor on it and everything. Does this audio sound... If I get up to here, does the audio sound reasonable for recording? That would be the really dumb way of doing it, right? Let's do this way. Train agents at 20 million steps per second with Pufferlib's pure CUDA backend. Our hardware-efficient architecture combines MinGRU and highway connections. Automate thousands of experiments with multi-GPU sweeps and analyze them instantly with Constellation, our new dashboard that runs locally and in your browser. With 20 plus optimized environments and only 5,000 lines of training code, Pufferlib is the open source toolkit for RL. Visit puffer.ai to puff up your